Bugs crashing your pack's party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondercide comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. Lab-proven to work fast. And proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wondercide's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wondercide.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wondercide.com. Wondercide. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wondercide today.
Hello, filthy movie lovers. My name is Gentry Austin.
And I'm Casey Scott.
And we're the hosts of the Sin Syndicate, film podcast for something weirdos, anti-criterion bros, and Joseph Sarno aficionados. Join us semi-weekly as we peer into the adults-only theaters and sticky-floored cinemas of the golden age of sexploitation, when the morals were loose, the laws were murky, and the intercourse was all simulated. Find us now on the Someone's Favorite Productions podcast network.
Kulturecast. I'm Chris Stachiw.
Whoa, what? Now I'm thoroughly confused.
Fucking parallel universes, bruh. Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
I don't know how that would work in the Twilight Zone. I feel like, if anything, you're Cody Schneiders, and I'm Eric Kniss.
In the Twilight Zone?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. I mean, I guess.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
In the Twilight Zone, we're the aliens.
It's all ogre for us now. In the Twilight Zone, we are the demons.
In the Twilight Zone, we are the movies. Podcasting about the people who watch
Oh, fuck. Dude, that's next level right there.
Dude, that's...
We are movies. Podcasting about people. Dude, let's talk about Alien. Because this has, been really bugging me.
Alien Covenant or Alien the original?
How Prometheus was a goddamn, meh-ass movie. How do you feel about Prometheus?
I like Prometheus, but it's not I'm not going out of my way to watch it, every couple of weeks, you know?
I would be really worried if you were watching anything every couple of weeks.
I mean, I watch Evil Dead, all the time.
But do you watch Evil Dead every couple of weeks?
I don't know. Sometimes. It helps me fall asleep.
Do you watch Evil Dead every night when you go to bed? Be honest.
I mean, not Evil Dead, but I watch, a movie every night when I go to bed.
I knew it.
I fall asleep to the sounds of people being dismembered.
The sounds of cinema?
Some people use an ocean wave machine thing, and I just use horror movies.
I use the sounds of cinema.
The sounds of cinema.
No, when Prometheus came out, I was super excited for it, and then it came out, and man, I don't know, it felt very Lost-esque.
Lost the show, or Lost as in it couldn't find its way?
Well, a little bit of both, but Lost the TV show.
They brought up a bunch of cool shit and then didn't explain any of it?
Yeah, and I blame a lot of that on Damon Lindelof, who was one of the writers on the film. I mean, he was involved with Lost. It's kind of a product of its own making. How did you feel about Prometheus outside of I don't watch it every week?
Origin stories are always interesting to me because most of the time they're really bad. But every once in a while you get stuff that's really cool. And so it kind of started off in this really, really cool way.
I mean, Ancient Aliens is awesome.
Yeah, I like the idea that there's, that they have like these, what do they call them? The
engineers?
The engineers, yeah.
And originally the space jockeys who were then turned into just like big white dudes.
Yeah, so I'm just like, okay, you have these big, like, humanoid-ish guys, and one of them just, like, decides to disintegrate into the water on Earth, and then that's, like, how evolution began of, like, all life. And then humans end up. But then, like, I don't understand how, like, the aliens, like, work into it. I don't know. I guess I haven't seen it in a while, so I'm like trying to piece it together from memory.
Well,
like how do the pods work into it? Like you have the pods with the like face suckers in them.
The face huggers, for fuck's sake, man! The face suckers. Have you ever seen Alien?
I have seen Alien many times.
With the face suckers?
You know what? You can call them what you call them, and I'll call them what I call them.
I'm calling them what everyone calls them. Literally everyone calls them.
They suck face, dude. It's like you're fucking making out with like a spider vagina.
What happens in the film is that Fassbender's character turns or like infects one of the humans with the black goo that initially made humans.
Yes, I do remember that, yeah.
And then he has sex with Noomi Rapace's character, and then she births that, like, slug thing, the octopus thing.
Yeah.
And then the octopus thing is like a giant face hugger that then sucks onto the face of the engineer.
Oh, so there were no face huggers before then. But no, that's not right. There was that whole room full of pods. They, like, walk into the spaceship, and there's a whole big empty room, like, full of pods.
Pods are just full of black goo.
There's no face huggers in there?
No.
Face suckers?
Face suckers. That was, like, the whole point of the movie. Was there were it's only tangentially related to Alien, which I think was like one of the biggest miscues of that entire film.
It's not tangentially related. It's like direct.
They said it was not a prequel to Alien, a direct prequel.
See, that's their first mistake, is to be like, we're gonna make this
without aliens. We're not going to put the alien in an Alien movie.
But then the alien, there's like a precursor alien at the very end of the movie.
And that's my point. They wanted to have their cake and eat it too. It's that typical bullshit of like, well, it's not, but then at the end, it totally is.
That's just them like being dumb marketing people and saying like, it's not an Alien prequel, everybody chill out. Because, like, if it's an Alien prequel, everybody's going to be like, where the fuck is the banana head monster?
The banana head monster? Wow, Eric. You are astounding. Well, where is the banana head monster?
What do you call it?
The xenomorph?
Yeah, but then, like, what do you call it?
The alien? I don't know. What do you call the alien in Alien?
I don't know. I guess when you're a kid and you watch Alien all the time because you're a fucking weird kid, you just refer to the alien as Banana Head because it looks like a fucking banana.
See, there's your first problem. I never saw Alien until I was an adult.
Oh, see, I fucking grew up watching Alien, the original, so that's like, it explains a lot about my childhood that I call Alien Banana Head.
A lot about you just in general.
That I grew up watching Alien.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. I mean, I saw Predator when I was 6, so I don't really have any room.
I saw Anaconda in theaters.
So did I.
It was a great movie.
But I think you're right. Like, that's kind of the first downfall of, like, any of these prequel movies. If you don't directly link it to what you're talking about, ultimately, where you're going, because now, I mean, the sequel to Prometheus is called Alien Covenant. By that approximation, do we now call Prometheus Alien Prometheus?
This is all just like shitty marketing. Like Ridley Scott wanted to make a movie in the Alien universe, but didn't want to make an Alien movie.
He didn't want to have the stress of making an Alien movie as good as Alien. This is the first time that he had revisited the Alien franchise since the original Alien film.
And he didn't want to put the Alien moniker on it.
Right, which, again, not sure what the point of that is, but whatever.
Whatever. I don't care what the fuck you call it. It's an Alien prequel, and everybody knows that it is.
It's not even everybody knows. I mean, they made it pretty clear that it's an Alien prequel.
Maybe he was just kind of like a little bit scared to put the Alien name on something that he wasn't 100% sure was going to live up to Alien. And maybe it's like a product of the times. Like, you know, there's so many prequels and sequels and reboots and remakes coming out. And he's like, I don't want to fucking do a prequel, but like, I also want to tell this story and like, blah, 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 blah. I don't want people to be like, oh, it's just a fucking Alien reboot. It's just a fucking Alien prequel. So, I mean, there's 100 different reasons for why they might have marketed it as like Alien Universe, but not direct Alien prequel, which I think is just wishy-washy and stupid on their part. So it's not, I don't know. It's just dumb.
I get what they were trying to do, but I think ultimately at the end of the day, why not just make it an Alien prequel?
There is literally a guy driving right next to me that has a license plate that says Alien 2 on it. And it's a fucking Prius.
Is it a banana head?
It's called Aliens, you dumb fuck!
Aliens. Yeah, it's not Alien 2. Common misconception. It's not called Alien 2.
But then Alien 3 is Alien 3. It's not Aliens 2.
Yeah, well, Alien 3 also is Alien, not a good movie.
Yeah. Everything after, like, Alien 2 is really weird. Aliens. I even just called it Alien 2. Oh, fuck!
Alien Resurrection.
Yeah, that was a weird movie. That was bad. Isn't it Ron Perlman in that movie?
I believe so. But I feel like this kind of is just kind of indicative of Hollywood as like a whole. People want to like have it both ways. They want to make a movie about this like timeless property, but at the same time, they don't even want to go as far as to, like, make it their own. But then when they do want to make it their own, all of a sudden it's like, oh, no, this is not an Alien movie. Like, but it totally is. So, like, what is the point of trying to do this? And I feel like because of that, that is why Alien Prometheus, because that's what I'm going to call it from now on. I feel like
Alien Prometheus?
I mean, it's called Alien Covenant.
Yeah.
I feel like that is one of the biggest reasons why it suffers, is because it can't get out from under the fact that people are expecting it to be an Alien movie and it refuses to embrace the fact that it's a fucking Alien movie.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It feels like an Alien movie when you're watching it.
Right, but they refuse to embrace the title as an Alien film, and that's what I don't understand.
So your real gripe with Prometheus is just the title?
No, I have way more gripes with it. I mean, there are some, like, legit problems with that movie.
Yeah.
Namely, the acting is not great.
Yeah, most of the acting is not the best.
Michael Fassbender is, like, the best part of that film.
Well, yeah, because he just, like, plays a lifeless, soulless robot who's really creepy. And I'm really glad that he's actually back for this movie.
Well, he's back as David and as the new android.
He's playing both of them?
Well, yeah, because the one from Prometheus is, like, reintegrated into the new film.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's playing both of the characters, the robot from the first film and the robot and the new robot in the new film.
But didn't he get straight up, like, destroyed in the first one?
His head got ripped off, that was it.
Oh, no.
So...
Remember when fucking Bilbo was the fucking robot?
Ian Holm, I do. Remember when Bilbo was the robot? I do. I remember when Bilbo was the robot.
He's the best.
Of the Alien films, which one is your favorite? I'm curious.
Alien, dude. The first one. It's like a flawless movie, in my opinion. It's a little, like, long and slow for a lot of people. That's, like, the main gripe.
Bugs crashing your PAX party? Whether they've got paws or sneakers, your pack deserves a home that's protected from pests. That's where Wondercide comes in. Plant-powered protection made with steam-distilled natural essential oils that actually work. It kills and repels fleas, ticks, mosquitoes, and ants without questionable ingredients or overpowering smells. Safe to use around kids and pets when used as directed. Lab-proven to work fast. And proudly made in the USA. We offer sprays for pets, people, homes, and yards. Plus, spot-on treatments, collars, and even shampoos. Whatever your pack needs, we've got it covered. Founded by a pet parent looking for a better way to protect her dog Luna, Wonderside's now protected over 21 million lives and counting. You might have even seen us on Shark Tank. Go to Wonderside.com and use code WONDER20 for 20% off your first order. That's WONDER20 at Wonderside.com. Wonderside. Protect your pack with plant-powered Wonderside today.
Hey, this is Jason Kleberg from the Force 5 podcast, a show that forces a guest to come up with a movie-themed top 5 list topic, and then we reveal our picks on air. Top 5 heist films, top 5 tearjerkers, top 5 movie dogs. Every show you'll be asking yourself, what would be on my list? Guests include directors, screenwriters, actors, podcasters, musicians, authors, and even a professional wrestler. Subscribe to the Force 5 podcast, and you won't just be a listener, you'll be a list nerd. The Force 5 podcast, available wherever you're listening now.
I hear from people when I talk to them about that movie. Because it does. It takes a while.
The beginning of that film is insanely slow.
Yeah, it takes a while to, get into it. But it's also, it's the first movie. They have to, build this whole universe.
Yeah, but they weren't interested in universe building 30 years ago. 40 years ago now.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I like it. It's, it's definitely up there in, my top, 10 or 20 favorite movies ever.
I almost feel like you can't compare the two, though, right?
What do you mean?
Well, you have a film like Alien, right? And then you have a film like Aliens. I feel like they're not, it's not like a one-to-one. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's a totally different feel. It's the same universe. It's just different. Who directed the second one? Wasn't that
James Cameron, the director of Abada?
Of what?
Abada. Introducing Abada.
Of what?
Have you never seen that clip of Schwarzenegger introducing Avatar? Introducing Abada?
No.
It's amazing. Introducing Abada. Oh my God, Schwarzenegger. Are you for real?
Oh my God. Alien or Predator?
Again, two separate film ideas, right?
True.
For me, Predator was always a much more... The Predator...
It's like an action.
The Predator itself is always, for me, a much more interesting character, but the universe that Alien is in is much more interesting.
True, yeah.
The Predator universe, I've never really gotten a sense that they really know what they're doing.
What do you mean? The Predators or the people who created the Predator universe?
The people who have created the Predator universe, I never really got the feeling that they really have an idea of where it's going.
Yeah. Okay. We'll talk about Predator after we talk about Alien. Let's keep talking about Alien. I don't want to get off on it. I could talk about Predator for just about as long as I can talk about Alien. So.
I mean, ultimately, what I want from this new Alien film is I want more questions answered than new questions.
True.
And I really hope that they're just not let's just throw more shit at the wall and see what sticks. Oh God, please no.
So, I mean, obviously they're going back to the same planet.
Mm-mm.
Then how the fuck is David back?
Because they flew away at the end of Prometheus. You don't remember that?
Oh, no, I totally forgot about that.
They flew away at the end of Prometheus. So this is the planet that they landed on
Gotcha.
At the end of Prometheus that we don't get to see. And there's a distress signal coming from that planet.
But then how did that big crazy ship get there?
What big crazy ship?
Is that the ship that they flew away on?
Yeah, they flew away on a space jockey ship at the end of the film, remember?
No, I guess I haven't seen it in a while. Wow, I just totally...
They fly away on the space jockey ship at the end of the film. And that's how the film ends, is them flying off into the distance in the space jockey film. In the space jockey spaceship.
And it's fucking... What's-his-face?
Fassbender and Noomi Rapace fly away at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so is Noomi going to be in this movie?
I mean, I don't... It's been 10 years, so I would assume that she's dead, but it is the Alien universe, so she could, show up at the end.
It's only been 10 years. It's not like, she was fucking 90 in the last
10
movie.
years on a planet where there's, no humans, anything. No food.
But then, in the first trailer, the first thing you see in the trailer is, they land on the planet and they're like, this is wheat. Why is there wheat here?
This is wheat. What is wheat doing here?
Oh, it's oh my God, this is wheat. I'm like, yeah, this is fucking wheat.
This is wheat. What is wheat doing here?
I don't think he's French. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
I am looking at Le Wheat. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really hoping that Covenant doesn't shit the bed.
I mean, so far it looks fucking tight. I think it's gonna be cool. I'm trying not to get my hopes up too far, because that's been a big problem that I've been having with movies lately, is just getting super psyched about shit and then going and seeing it and not getting the payoff that I wanted. Just expecting too much out of shit. So
well, I don't really know what to expect from the film at this point. I'm expecting, and I'm kind of, I don't know.
This movie so far, just based on the 2 trailers that I have seen, I have not read any synopsis. I don't know, like, the story beyond what they fucking try to half explain during the trailer. It looks like the Alien prequel that we all wanted Prometheus to be.
Right. And that I think is the one thing that I'm most excited about, is that it looks like an Alien film. And that's not to say that Prometheus could not have been a good film if it had, quote-unquote, more embraced the Alien kind of tone and feel.
Yeah.
But Prometheus had other problems. And some of those other problems directly arose from the fact that it was trying to work around the fact that it was an alien. It was trying not to be an alien film.
Yeah, and that's just, like I said, that's just being wishy-washy about it. That's just wanting to make your movie and also eat it, too.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, just like, just, like, you have to... Especially if you're going to do things like make a prequel, even if it's not a direct prequel, which is obviously a direct prequel, but you don't want to call it a direct prequel.
It's a direct prequel, but it's not, sir. Ugh.
It's a direct prequel to Alien Covenant, which is a direct prequel to Alien.
Right. Even though they refuse to admit it for whatever reason.
I'm just like, you know what, dude? Whatever. It is a direct prequel to Alien and everything but your stupid head.
In everything but the fact that the direct xenomorphs were not involved.
Yeah, there's like a precursor xenomorph, which I was totally cool with having an alien that looked like the xenomorphs that we know, but like wasn't quite there yet. Because you got to think, like, this is how many years before Alien is this movie supposed to take place?
Yeah, I don't even
know.
Like,
maybe decades? Maybe 100 years before? Like, I don't know.
Right.
Because everything is just set in, like, the vague future. I mean, do they give us, like, actual dates? I mean, probably.
I don't remember. That's the other issue is, like, this movie, it's a prequel, but you never get the sense of like how time-wise it fits into everything.
Yeah, that's the problem I think with making like prequels to movies and then you make them like 20 years or 30 years after the original movie comes out, because first of all, it makes the older movie seem dated. So like when you're on the ship in the original movie that is supposed to take place after the prequel, everything is like 70s and 80s technology, or at least what the 70s and 80s thought that future technology was going to look like. But then you have the stuff that's made now that is supposed to take place before then. And all the technology is like this bright, shiny, new, fancy, like sleek, sexy future technology, which doesn't look anything like the stuff that they created 30 or 40 years ago.
Was it supposed to be like truckers in space?
Yeah, truckers in space, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess.
That's what I've always heard them describe it as, so that's why I always assumed.
So if the first one is truckers in space, they get the short end of the technology straw, all right? And then Prometheus is supposed to be like science expeditions, so they get the fancy shit. I mean, I suppose that can...
It's still like, that's like kind of hanging a lantern on it.
Yeah, that's the stuff that irks me about like doing shit like that with movies, going back and forth. You know what? I haven't watched it recently, but I've been thinking about it recently, is, 2011 or 2010's The Thing?
Oh, I recently saw that like a year and a half ago.
Because it's not a remake, it's like a 5 minutes before prequel.
Literally 5 minutes before.
Like literally 5 minutes before, and you don't like really realize it until, well, if you're not me, you don't realize it until the very end. That movie, my biggest gripe with it was the alien. And it was fucking CGI'd to shit. And they did all this crazy shit with it that, like, is way above and beyond what the alien does 5 minutes later in the original.
Like how it melds with the dude's body out of nowhere, that you never see that happen again in the other films?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's not really like that. It's like towards the end of the movie when they go into, like, the caves underneath. And it like, has created this gigantic... otherworldly space centipede out of itself, and it's like this huge like mass of like, I'm going to get you, whatever, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That, I'm like, dude, I don't know. I think CGI really fucks with me, man. I get really mad at CGI now. Cause like I go back and I watch these movies. Like The Thing is my favorite movie. So of course I'm gonna hate the like 2011 thing, because I'm like, you're taking all the things that I really, really love about the original movie, and then you're just like dumbing them down and making what is a really awesome concept like just really stupid, and then throwing a bunch of CGI special effects at it, and then calling it the same exact movie as the one that, you know, came out in like 81 or whatever. Which that movie did terrible in theaters. The original. Apparently nobody fucking went and saw that shit. It was not well received. Which I can see. Like, it's not, I mean, I don't know. That was like when slashers were like just coming out. Like, you know, late 70s, early 80s and everything like that. And you do this big like alien horror movie, like on the heels of Alien, but it's like not like a direct, I don't know, you don't have like the direct line of sight to that's the bad thing, let's run away from it, you know? It's very much built on the paranoia of who is the thing and what happens when we find it. And that's what I've always really liked about that movie, is it's just, the whole movie is built on paranoia, and that's kind of my shit. I'm into that.
I mean, it really does. It just comes back to the whole fact that when you make these prequel films, you gotta have a really good idea and a good sense of like where you want to take these films.
And then you have to really stay true to the feelings of the original movie that you made. And in the case of Prometheus, I think in like overall tone and a lot of like the, you know, set design and character design, and everything, it feels like Alien to me in a lot of ways. So this part they nailed down. Of course, you know, when you have the same guy who's doing the prequel that did the original, it helps. Except for in the case of Star Wars, which we don't need to ever talk about. I don't know, man. Prometheus, yeah, I think I'm with you. I think Alien Covenant looks like the Prometheus that we all wanted, and that's kind of why I'm stoked about it.
Well, and it's got Ridley Scott involved, so that's a huge plus. You know, Prometheus had all the trappings of a film that should have been successful. I mean, it was essentially, you know, New Nightmare with Ridley Scott as opposed to Wes Craven. I mean, it was him coming back to the genre that had, you know,
made him, to the story that made him.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I mean, if Ridley Scott doesn't do Alien, who gives a shit about Ridley Scott? You know, what does he do after that?
So, I think that for me, it really had it had the potential of a good film, and then it just kind of squandered it on this, trying to tell this story that was clearly setting itself up to do so that there would be like, well, now there's more, there can be more to tell as opposed to like a standalone film.
Yeah.
Like when the film almost feels incomplete because you're not getting the full picture of what's going on, that sucks.
Yeah. You know what I've been thinking about more and more is it's almost like these guys want to create like long form, like mini series, but out of movies.
That's the whole problem with the connected universe, right?
Yeah.
You can't see the forest through the trees because you're waiting 10 years for the story to finally wrap up.
Yeah. And that, I don't know. I don't like that in like movies. Like I want every movie to be a complete story. I want to be able to watch the movie from start to finish and not feel like I'm missing things that like I need to see the next movie or the movie before it or whatever to like fully appreciate what's going on or just even like enjoy it. You know, like, I don't know, Empire Strikes Back, man. You could watch Empire Strikes Back without seeing either of the other two Star Wars movies, and that's a complete idea from start to finish, and it's perfect. It ends on a cliffhanger, which makes you want to watch the next movie, but it also doesn't, like, just shit on you and not give you no information so that, like, in order to enjoy this movie, you have to watch the next movie. So, I mean, I don't know. That's a theme that, you know, I've been seeing a lot lately. It's like, hey, we're gonna give you these like little mini blurbs of ideas that we have that are all gonna work together at some point to create a cohesive story. But until then, you have to watch 5 movies.
Well, it's the Marvel Cinematic Universe disease, right?
Yeah. I mean, but Marvel does a fairly good job of creating movies that are like at least a cohesive idea from beginning to end.
Yeah, and that returns back to the nobody can do what Marvel does as good as Marvel.
Yeah.
Because they know how to put just enough future thought stuff into their films, along with keeping
each movie its own thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I mean, and not every Marvel movie is fantastic. There's a lot of Marvel movies that, like, I could care less about, you know? But there's also a fair amount of good ones. So, I don't know.
But everybody wants to do this. I mean, you know, when you look at the prequel films that are similar to Prometheus, you know, it's just, they just don't feel, they all just kind of feel the same. Like, I don't know if I ever really gave a shit where the aliens came from. Me personally.
Yeah.
Just like I never really gave a shit where Darth Vader came from.
Yeah.
Or where Hannibal Lecter came from.
Yeah, these are all things that, like, questions that I never asked myself, like, ever in my life, you know? I grow up watching Star Wars. I don't care who Darth Vader is. I just know he's the bad guy. And then, you know, they're like, oh, he's fucking Luke's father. He wasn't always this evil dude. I'm like, cool. That is literally all the backstory I needed. And it was all in the first 3 movies. And then you created 3 other movies entirely based around Darth Vader becoming Darth Vader. And you couldn't even, like, stay on that topic for 3 movies. You know,
well, because it became, like, telling the story of everything else. Telling the story of the Empire and how the Empire came to be. It just...
Yeah,
films without direction, just films without direction, because they're trying to do so many things.
Yeah, and that's just, you know, Lucas getting lost in his own universe, you know, just like, I have this whole universe that nobody even knows, you know, I have to tell this story, I have to get this out there, because this is, you know, in order to appreciate all these movies, you have to get the full history of everything. And in my head, I'm just going, no, I don't. I enjoyed the first 3 immensely. And everything else is just kind of like, whatever. Like, yeah, I don't know. Rogue One. Did I need Rogue One? No, not even a little bit. I didn't need Rogue One. Was it a cool concept? Yeah. Did they execute it? Kind of, you know, but it's...
We're in the minority thinking that they didn't.
Yeah, but I mean, you and I also wanted to see something very different out of that movie, that they billed it as being very different, and then it just wasn't.
Right.
But, I mean, you know, that's not... I don't think that's the filmmaker's fault as much as that's, like, studio fault, you know. But, anyways, I don't know. Yeah, man. I don't know. Prometheus is cool, and I really like the concept of Prometheus, especially because Alien...
there's something about Alien that is so appealing.
There's something about that universe of Alien that makes the idea of, like, okay, let's get an Alien prequel going and see, you know, what's happening with this. And even, like, they had such a cool concept, you know, with the engineers and...
Ancient aliens.
Yeah, you have ancient aliens, and then you have sort of, like, a human basically created, like, this weird alien hybrid that ended up becoming, you know, the fucking banana head that we know, and all of this stuff. And it's just kind of like, because I think you're right in the sense that because they didn't embrace the fact that it's an alien prequel, that sort of, you know, didn't help their cause at all.
Well, before we wrap this up, let's talk a little bit about Predator.
Oh yeah, we can't talk about Alien without talking about Predator.
Which is crazy, right? Because
they're not even remotely related.
Well, right. I mean, they were both 80s/late 70s, you know, sci-fi horror films.
Yeah.
But it is interesting to me that they both existed separately, and then now, like, they can't exist apart, essentially.
Well, all you needed was a bunch of people going, Alien vs. Predator, Alien vs. Predator, and then they fucking made Alien vs. Predator.
Essentially like Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah. So now they've set this precedent, and there's 2 Alien vs. Predator movies, by the way.
The first one is real bad.
The first one's real bad. The second one is also not great. The second one...
At least the second one's rated R.
And the second one actually feels like a horror movie more than it feels like a, you know, like a monster action-y movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyways. But Predator, I've always kind of, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just talking about them in the same sentence has sort of just now just become like synonymous.
No, it's just like it's like Freddy and Jason. You can't talk about one without the other anymore.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing.
Even though they were never associated with one another except for that little teaser of Freddy's glove pulling Jason's mask through the sand into hell in Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I've always really liked Predator. It's always felt like a different movie, though. It felt more like an action movie. I mean, the first Predator is like a war movie, you know?
Well, it's a war movie that then becomes a alien hunting the people in the jungle.
Yeah, it's a survival movie then, like at that point.
Yeah.
Which I guess Alien is also a survival movie, but it's also like it was always like a horror movie, you know? It was always like a what the fuck is in the ship? What the fuck is happening? There's this fucking crazy monster. Like, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, but you're trapped in a space station with something. It's not like you can just run away.
I think the real issue is when you look at Alien, where does the alien in Alien come from? The alien comes from inside the humans, right? So there's this like, I don't know, there's a more intimate relationship with the alien because the alien is us. The alien is like a manifestation of the alien and the human DNA mixing together.
Yeah.
And the Predator is...
It's just a hunter.
Just like a hunter.
It's just like this sport thing that the Predator does. It's just like, all right, we're going to head down to Earth and we're just going to hunt some fucking humans. And those are
trophies.
Those are two different things. And they're both really cool concepts. And I actually do really like the concept of Predator being like, hey, we're going to fucking hunt us some humans. I mean, the original Predator is like awesome. Also a movie that I watched a bunch of times when I was a kid. Arnold Schwarzenegger was the fucking shit in that movie. The whole thing where they would do like the infrared, like camera stuff was super cool, you know? That movie.
Well, it's like horror. It's like, you know, it's like Monster Vision in all the horror movies. It's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just done with a little bit more, I don't know,
it's
style.
It's like, hey, this is technology now. It's not just Monster Vision. It's this alien is using this technology to be able to fucking like see these dudes in the jungle and everything like that.
Terminator-esque.
Yeah. I mean, and then, I don't know, you have a bunch of different Predator movies. You have, like, all of a sudden Predators in, like, the fucking city, and you have fucking Danny Glover fighting the Predator or whatever.
Never seen it.
Yeah, that one's dumb. Did you ever see Predators? Like,
No.
the new one that came out, like, I don't know, 5 or 10 years ago?
No.
Who did that? I think it was, like, huh?
Wasn't it Shane Black who did it? The guy who wrote the script for the original?
Let me look.
Maybe I'm thinking about like who produced it. I think it was like, I want to say it was like Eli Roth or like Robert Rodriguez or something like produced it.
Nimrod Antle is the one who directed it.
I don't know who that is.
He directed the Metallica Through the Never.
So he's a cinematic genius is what you're saying.
Got him. I never saw it.
It's actually really tight. I really liked it.
Well, and they're making another Predator film next year.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm stoked. Is Arnold in it?
No, I wish.
God, that's what he should do. He should do a fucking comeback movie where he's like 70 years old and he has to kill the Predator again. And he's like, not again.
I mean, that would be the ultimate, like, interesting story to tell.
Yeah, like, he's been living in the jungle for, like, the last, like, 40 years because, like, he can't, like, he's always been on the lookout for the Predator, and then one finally comes back. But it's, like, a revenge thing, like, the Predator is hunting specifically for this guy.
Because he proved himself worthy?
Yeah, it's like, you killed, like, my fucking father or whatever, my daddy Predator, and now in order to prove myself worthy, I have to kill the man who killed like a predator or something like that. It's like the ultimate in like proving yourself a badass.
I don't know why they didn't do that.
We just gave him a free movie right there, dude. If you guys are listening, make that fucking movie. I don't know.
I like Predator, but I like Alien more.
They're different feeling movies, you know. Yeah, even the new Predators. Watch Predators if, like, you find yourself, like, with some downtime. It's a cool movie. There's a lot of really cool concepts. I mean, like, the whole concept is instead of them going to Earth to hunt people, they take a bunch of people and they bring them to some other alien planet and hunt them there. It's like it's almost like a tribal hunting grounds, you know, like you transplant all these animals into your sacred hunting grounds and then you hunt them, like, as a competition there. So you have all these people who are like, you know, Earth badasses basically, and they're just being hunted by a bunch of predators. And the whole thing with
and they're predator dogs.
And they're predator dogs. But the whole thing with this movie is it's not, the title Predators is not only talking about the
predator aliens, but also the people. Because you have like this weird mixture of the people that they bring, you know, people from all different walks of life. Like they're all sort of like badasses in their own right. But you have like these ex-military guys, you have like a Yakuza guy, you know, you have like a Muay Thai fighter guy, you know, like all this shit. So yeah, it's interesting because it's like these people who basically don't want to work together have to work together in order to survive the predators that are after them. And it's just, I don't know. It's cool. It's a well done movie. I actually like it. I haven't seen it in a while. Now talking about it makes me want to watch it.
Yeah, I need to get around to watching it, especially with the new Predator film coming out next year.
Have they released any information about this new Predator movie or just the fact that they're making it?
It takes place on Earth. It's got, Keegan-Michael Key in it, the guy from Key and Peele.
Nice.
I'm trying to think who else is in it. I think Brie Larson's in it.
Probably. Of course. She's going to be in every movie now.
Am I thinking of the right movie?
Are you thinking of...
No, Brie Larson's not in it. It's Yvonne Strahovski, the chick from Chuck.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then the main character is the dude from Logan. The bad guy from Logan. The guy from Narcos.
The guy with the robot arm?
Yeah, Boyd Holbrook.
Oh, okay.
So.
Bring Arnold back, man. That's all I care about.
Yeah, I mean, that really, I think, like, since Arnold's making movies again, like, that really should be what they do. But, again, I mean, I understand why they haven't.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
But it's also directed by Shane Black, so it's got a chance to actually be, like, a really good film.
We're getting a Venom movie next year that I'm excited to see not be good.
A Venom movie that exists for no reason.
I mean, they fucked Venom up so bad the last time. The only time. It's just like, you couldn't have picked a worse actor to play Brock.
The big buff Eddie Brock.
/ Venom. Yeah. And then, I don't know, just like the design of it is just terrible. I don't know. Now you're going to base a whole movie around Venom. Did you see that thing this week where everybody was freaking out about Life being a prequel to Venom?
What?
That new movie Life that's about to come out?
What about it?
There was like a fan theory circulating the internet saying that Life is a prequel to Venom.
Wow, really?
Yeah, because it's the Venom concept. Astronaut goes to space, astronaut finds life in space, brings it back on shuttle, symbiote attaches to astronaut. Venom. That's, if you think about it, just watching the previews for Life or whatever, it seems like it's a Venom prequel. It's also, you know, making connections, you know, where there are no connections. It's just a similar...
Making connections out of nothing.
Yeah, it's definitely a similar concept, but it's just not the same thing, you know? We talked a lot about Alien.
Because Alien Covenant comes out here in like 2 months.
I mean, I'm fucking jazzed on Alien Covenant. Like, don't get me wrong, I want to see this movie bad, but like, I'm a little wary that like it might not be as good as I wanted it to be.
I'm worried that it might just be a giant dud.
Danny McBride's in it too. I'm like, Danny McBride, dude, don't do me dirty.
Why he's in it is beyond me.
I don't know. Danny McBride, dude. He's gonna, like, you know, he's gonna do the whole Matthew McConaughey thing, and in like 5 years, he's gonna win an Oscar.
I want to be taken seriously as an actor.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he's tired of doing rom-coms, which, I don't...
Or just straight up comms.
He's tired of doing comms. He wants to be in action movies. You know that him and his writing partner are fucking writing the new Halloween movie?
I know that.
That's awesome.
As long as it's not as bad as those Rob Zombie ones.
Oh, man.
I mean, those aren't good movies. You know that.
Yeah, I still like Halloween, too, though.
I mean, that movie's crazy.
That movie is literally bonkers.
Rob Zombie was apparently just like, I don't give a shit about anything that's come before this, which, you know, that's admirable. I'll give him credit there.
Yeah, at least with that movie, he just fucking went for it. He was just like, here we fucking go. I'm going to do all the crazy shit that I want to do. And it was awesome.
Might as well do it now, because you may never get to do it anyways.
Yeah. Now we're just going to see a reboot, you know, this is just going to be like a remake of the original Halloween. And I mean, I don't know, it might be cool. Who knows? I'm getting real tired of watching the same movies over and over and over again, though. I want new shit. Maybe that's what this podcast should really be about. This episode is we want new shit, guys. Stop making old shit.
I don't think they can.
I don't think so either. They're running out of ideas. Everything is... Yeah,
but we've been saying that forever.
Everything is just a remake or a prequel or a sequel to something else now, which kind of sucks, man. It just makes everything stale, and it just makes my movie-going experience like, I don't really care, you know?
I mean, I'm excited to go see an Alien movie because I love Alien, but at the same time, you know, maybe next time don't make an Alien movie. Just make like a really cool space horror movie again, and I will go see it because I like Alien. I don't need another Alien movie.
Oh, you're going to go see Life on Friday?
No. Because it looks bad.
Hey.
I mean, I don't know. I'll probably watch it. I don't know if I'll go see it in theaters, but like I'll watch it when it's like on Netflix or some shit. I don't know. Maybe if it gets super good reviews, I'll fucking go see it.
Fair enough.
I mean, everybody's been saying like, oh, Ryan Reynolds is the shit in this movie. Like he makes this movie. And I'm just like, all right. It looks like, you know what it looks like? It looks like, what was that space movie with Hilary Swank in it like a couple years ago that everybody was like, it should win every Oscar? And I was
like,
like,
Sandra Bullock? Gravity?
Yeah, there you go. Who did I say?
Hilary Swank.
Oh, they're the same person. Let's be real.
I've never seen them in the same place at the same time, so you're probably right.
There you go. Confirmed on this podcast. Hilary Swank and Sandra Bullock are the same person.
They both have Oscars. So.
It's true. So actually, she just has 2 Oscars.
Ooh.
Yeah, it just looks like that movie, but with an alien. I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of does. No, you're right. That was kind of what I was picking up from it when I was watching the trailer. I was like, oh, this looks like Gravity, but with aliens instead.
Yeah, it kind of turned me off a little bit on it. I don't know. Plus, the title is dumb. Life. Come on, guys.
Try harder, please.
Just... movie titles are important, man. You can't have like a shitty movie title and expect me to go see it. I used to fucking rent shit at Blockbuster. It was entirely based on the title. Saw a lot of really bad movies that way. But, I mean, fuck, dude. That shit's important.
Not the way it is anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Every once in a while I'll scroll through iTunes when I'm wasted and I'll rent a movie that sounds cool. And I've also watched a lot of really bad movies that way.
Let's wrap this up. This was us just cinematic chit-chatting again about some aliens, some predators, a little bit of prequel, sequel, Hollywood problem talk. Eric, anything you want to plug before we talk about the next Kulturecast?
Nope. You can, as usual, just follow me on Twitter at Psychomagnetics. You can check out my band, Wovoka, at wovoka.bandcamp.com. Wow, I plugged my own band this episode.
You did. Congratulations.
Wow, I finally got around to doing it. Yeah, that's it. Like I've been saying for a while, there's new stuff that's coming, but nothing I can really give any definitive shit on right now.
Well, you can follow me at Culture Stash if you like what you're hearing now. Give us a good review on iTunes and Stitcher Radio. That'd be helpful. That'd be awesome. We would love you a lot if you did that.
I mean, I won't love you, but that's just because I'm incapable of feeling that emotion.
God, fucking hot takes coming at you. It's fresh from the oven. Cultureshock.com is where you can go to check out my written reviews, my writers' written reviews, and pretty much anything else. I got some wrestling, got some video game reviews over there as well. You already plugged the band, so I can't do that, but I can plug our Patreon. Patreon.com/culture_shocked is where you can go to give us some money, get some backer rewards, and feel good about yourself that you are supporting local small businesses. That's what we consider ourselves. Not really, but you know what? If that makes you feel good, sure, that's what we are.
There you go. And if you pledge enough money, I will come to your house and I will give you a butt massage.
Oof, with your tongue, like a cat.
It's true. I have a sandpaper tongue.
And Jesus Christ, I don't even know what to say. On the next Kulturecast, we're going to be talking about Power Rangers.
Woo! Bam, 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 bam.
Which early reviews coming out have said that it is not good.
Dude, did you see, actually I saw this last night, I almost sent it to you, that one of the guys who played the Red Ranger in like the show just murdered his roommate with a sword?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Actually, it wasn't like, it didn't just happen. Apparently it happened like a year and a half ago, but like he just pled guilty to it. I was like, dude. At first I thought it was the Red Ranger from this new movie, and I was like, this is making this movie so much better, but it's not, and I got depressed a little.
But apparently the film is like way too serious for its own good.
Oh, they're
shocking.
They're taking a Power Ranger movie too serious, and it's bad.
Shocking. It's a fucking Power Rangers movie.
The thing that made the Power Rangers so awesome was that it was like this campy, weird, like dumb movie or dumb show for kids that's like half, Japanese kaiju-esque fight.
It's half Japanese footage with American dubs over it, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's like all the fight sequences where they're like fucking doing like karate, or they fucking, morph into the giant fucking robot and fight other giant fucking things. It's all like Japanese shit, and then you have like American teen problems like sprinkled in there. But nobody cared about the...
We're all screw-ups.
Yeah, we are. Nobody has their life together, dude.
We are screw-ups. We're going to see the Power Rangers movie.